open from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., while passenger customs needed to be open whenever a plane arrived. Going through passenger customs was faster, more hands-on, and the foundation of our service. By doing 3 simple things: putting couriers on board, carrying our freight as personal baggage, and using passenger customs clearance, we created the most global of all global networks in the shortest time possible. Ever since, we've moved things more quickly and more consistently on schedule than any other transport option, a legacy we carry to this day. The first significant factor in our success was that we disrupted time and space, positively impacting feelings of reliability, trust, and respect in the transportation world while alleviating the usual anxieties. The world back then was a lot less stable and transparent. What we offered to our customers around the clock was revolutionary. Another significant factor behind our success was our timing. DHL's startup couldn't have launched at a better time. The early years were when hundreds of domestic companies wanted to go global, but didn't have the infrastructure to do so. American, German, French, Japanese, Italian, Canadian, Hong Kong, Singaporean, Malaysian, and other nations' domestic companies hoped to join the global party. We started off first by serving our neighbors and our region, but soon we were moving material all around the globe and making international operation viable for these companies. The third significant factor in our success was that we harnessed a powerful energy, what we call chi from an Asian perspective, by designing and creating a mechanism for converting the daily operations of the company into positive energy for our employees and our communities. This energy is a powerful force that binds human networks together. Everyone who comes into contact with DHL's operations receives positive emotion, higher engagement, and a deeper sense of meaning and achievement. This remains true for everyone involved with DHL, no matter if they're clients, airline partners, airport regulators, administrative assistants, and so on. Even for our competitors, accomplished by their emulation of our mindset and operating model. All of these people get a dose of joy or pain relief because they use DHL to save money, meet a deadline, solve an operating problem, trim a production schedule, or for any of the numerous other ways to make life easier. Most of all, we designed and ran an operating system for everyone within DHL, including couriers, supervisors, managers, and executives, to feel they were contributing every day to DHL's success, our clients' success, and the betterment of their communities. From September 1969 onward, the founders from DHL USA and later in 1972, DHL International, shared the single-mindedness required to build the best solely owned and global courier express network the world had ever seen. We never doubted that we would succeed, because no matter where we went, we never found a competitor. Other than UPS running a domestic operation in Germany, no one else entered the international market until 1984. By that time, DHL was already solidly established in 150 countries. This is a book about how we did it. I aim to show how we designed DHL's market-leading values, behaviors, culture, and mindset. We start with our one-line motto, and then we share how Adrian Dalsey, Larry Hilblom, and the other founding shareholders of DHL USA and DHL International built one of the world's most successful service networks. Looking back 50 years later, it may seem easy to imagine how well everything clicked into place. Yet something extraordinary was going on in those early days. DHL is among only a handful of companies that managed to expand from nothing to 120 countries within its first 15 years. Eventually, the network would expand to where we are today, dependably and reliably covering more than 220 nations and territories. From designing to recruiting, building to motivating, injecting psychic rewards to developing meaningful relationships, DHL's story began with a small band and resulted in a global powerhouse. This is also the story of how we united thousands of stakeholder partners, such as airlines and clients, from thousands of cultures around the world to trust, respect, and count on the couriers and everyone else who was a part of the DHL family. This is a roadmap of what DHL did.